imagine if those of us who love Jesus challenged the divide, that gap, that chasm that we're supposed to bridge. Well, imagine if those of us who in this room, 250 people, imagine if those of us, and even in the 9 o'clock service this morning, imagine if all of us at the Bridge Church challenged the status quo. What if we challenged that divide that exists, that's very apparent in our society, even in our own neighborhoods? We challenge the divide that exists along socioeconomic, racial, and gender lines. If we challenge that divide, imagine if we stopped viewing justice as a secondary issue, as a social issue, or as a political issue. What if we viewed it as God views it? You know, Jesus in Luke chapter 4, his inaugural address, he didn't view it as a political issue. He viewed it as a gospel issue. What if we viewed it like that and chose to do something about it? Martin Luther King Jr., by the way, was a great example of this. He fought against injustice, but he did it without violence. He overcame evil through the power of love, and he wasn't following his own example. He was following the example of Christ. What example was that? Well, he chose to forgive his persecutors, even while they were killing him. That's some kind of love. That's our calling as followers of Jesus. Well, Pastor, that doesn't sound like God's wonderful plan for my life. We've kind of distorted the meaning of that phrase. Because God's wonderful plan for your life isn't an easy plan. Frankly, if you're actually going to follow Jesus, the road is only going to get hard. Because it's hard to forgive people who don't deserve it. Unfairness and injustice will always be a part of the human condition. Christians, we must not feed. That God calls us to respond. Let's pray.